Hey folks, going to do a little work with Snort today. I've got a corral panel here I'm going to move in. I moved it in here and then realized I had it backwards and I had to turn it around. This is a second time that I'm going to see, if you'd notice, he tried to kick me, but that's why I keep that corral panel between he and I. I got to turn it around. This is the second time we're working, not just in the corner. I've done this quite a few times, but we're going to use a rope today. He doesn't like the feel of the rope. Now this donkey here is different than the other three. He has no respect for me, and he is extremely scared of me. And so he will not only come into my space, but he'll also spin at any time, try to jump the corral panel, try to jump out. And that mixture is very dangerous. This animal could hurt you. So I take a lot of precautions not to get hurt. He kicked, I had just a gate panel up here before that I was using that I didn't have chained up, and he kicked it so hard he knocked me down. So you can see he's moving this whole 10 by 10 corral right now, backing up. So what I'm trying to do is I just want him to get used to the rope, because eventually I'm going to put this come along hitch on him. And the way it goes around him, you put the lariat around his neck, and then you put the take the first loop, and then you put two loops around his nose. You take that first loop and put it around the poles of his ears. So right now I'm just trying to get him used to the feel around his ears, going over his head like that. And like I said, he doesn't like that too much. I just want to kind of let it hang off his ear a little bit. So we're going to do that a little bit, then I'll eventually get it on his neck. Now, I don't have a chain on the front end of this corral panel. I'm using my body weight to keep it closed. And that's so if something happens, I can open up this corral panel and let him out before he hurts himself. It'd probably be a lot easier if I had somebody else holding the front of the gate, or if I had a chain on it, but with the chain I can't open it quick enough. So this is probably a little easier if you got a second person holding the front of the gate, so that I can focus on getting the rope around him. Yeah, I couldn't move that panel back. He pushed it back like it wasn't there. So now we're going to get it all the way over his neck, and I'll get it around his neck. Okay, that's much better. If you just saw the first time I did this, when I did that right there, this is when he knocked the gate panel over and knocked me down. So he's doing a lot better. So now what I want to do is I want to take a loop and just go around his nose. That's why I've got it now. He doesn't like the feel of that. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on him, pull it back a little bit, and see how he reacts. I want him to turn his head to me, but he's still not doing that at all. But we're just going to put a little pressure on it. Now I'm just letting it set there a few minutes, let him get used to the feel. This whole session was about 25 minutes or so, and this video I think is 5.5 minutes, so we've got it condensed. But so now I'm going to work on the poles. I'm going to put my hand up between his ears and get him used to something behind his ears, to feel that. This is the first time I've been able to touch it behind his ears, and he's doing good. He's standing still. That's good. He's not panicking and trying to get away from me. I like that. So we're making progress for sure. So now I'm going to try to get back around his nose again. He doesn't like that too much. I moved the camera a little bit, and we changed things up. He didn't like that. Now he settled down a little bit, and I've got it back around his nose. I'm just going to sit there, and what I want him to do is have a pleasant experience. I don't want to snatch him around and pull on him and turn his head to me. I want the rope to be there and him to realize this doesn't hurt. This is okay. And so I want this to be a pleasant experience, and not something where I'm using a lot of force and putting undue stress on him. So that's what we're doing now. So now I just wanted to roll the rope up a little bit more and let him touch him in a different way, because it was long before. Now I just want to have the rope in my hand, because when I come in the corral to catch him, this is how I'm going to be carrying the rope, and I want him to see it like that and touch him to let him know it's not going to hurt him. But see, he's still trying to turn his head away from me. Don't want me to touch his head. He'll put his head down and in the corner, so he's still scared, this is natural. So I'm going to probably do this 3 or 4 more times until I feel like I can get the come along hitch on him without him, having a freak out on me. That's what I was talking about. You got to watch this donkey, because if he sees any area of escape, he will rush the hole. And so Like here, when I'm opening this gate, I do not turn my back to him. I keep in front of him. I let him know not to come out, because if he sees that gap of that gate, he will rush it, whether I'm standing there or not, and he'll end up knocking me down and hurting me. So, like I said before, this is an animal you've really got to watch, because they can be dangerous. Now, he's not trying to hurt me, but in his attempt to protect himself, he might. So, well, that was our day with Snort. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.